Hello Year 2s and welcome to today's Maths Extension activity. Now it is still to do with shape because in your lesson earlier on today you've been learning about how many sides different 2D shapes have and how many vertices each of the 2D shapes have. Remembering that the word vertices is a mathematical word for corners. And some of you have been using that word really well on our Zoom sessions this week. So well done to you for using that mathematical vocabulary. Now, for your greater depth challenge today, I'm going to be asking you to use the knowledge that you have learnt about sides and vertices of all the different 2D shapes to compare 2D shapes. You're going to be comparing two 2D shapes. You're going to tell me something that is the same about them, but something that is also different about them. So you'll write two sentences when you compare two different 2D shapes. I'll show you what I mean now. So on my board that I've got in front of you here, there are lots of the 2D shapes that you have been looking at this week. And I can hear you already shouting at the screen the different names of the 2D shapes. And that's because you have learnt, for example, that a triangle has 3 sides and it has 3 vertices. So you're pointing at this shape saying that is a triangle because you know its properties. If I was to point at the green shape here, if I counted how many sides it has got, and it has got 8 sides and 8 vertices, from your knowledge of that, you now know that an 8-sided shape is an octagon. And I'm sure before you start the greater depth challenge, see if you can name all of these 2D shapes now really quickly, making sure you know how many sides they have, how many vertices they have. Once you've done that for your greater depth challenge today, I would like you to choose 2 of these 2D shapes. So for example, I'm going to choose the triangle and the rectangle. And I'm going to compare these two 2D shapes. I'm going to say something that is the same about them and something that is different about them. And you can write your sentences down for me and post them onto Teams so I can see that you've had a go at this greater depth challenge. So for example, I would say the triangle and the rectangle both have straight sides, but I've used a conjunction to extend my sentence, but the triangle only has 3 sides and the rectangle has 4 sides. So I've told the reader that the similar thing about these 2D shapes is that they both have straight sides, but the difference is that the triangle has only 3 sides, the rectangle has 4 sides. And then I might decide I'm going to pick 2 different shapes and have a go at that again. So I'm going to tell you something that's similar or same about them, but something that is different because I'm comparing the 2 shapes together. So this time I'm going to choose the octagon, and I know it's an octagon because it's got 8 sides and 8 vertices, and I'm going to choose the square. So I'm going to compare these 2D shapes. So in my sentence, I might say the octagon and the square both have straight sides, but I've used a conjunction again. The octagon has 8 vertices and the square only has 4 vertices. So I've compared these two 2D shapes. Then I might decide I'm going to do a third one and compare 2 more different shapes. It would be really good if you could compare 3 lots of shapes. So remember, you're telling me something that is similar or the same about your chosen 2D shapes and something that is different, using your knowledge of how many sides the 2D shape has got and how many vertices your chosen 2D shape has got. I look forward to seeing your extension activity on Teams later. Well done for all the great shape work that you're doing this week. Bye.